The first light of dawn spills over the ancient hills of Canaan, painting the sky in soft hues of orange and purple. The air is cool and still, a gentle breeze rustling through olive groves and date palms. This land, blessed by Allah, has witnessed the footsteps of prophets. In this serene landscape a new day begins, carrying the quiet promise of divine guidance. This is the world of Yaqub, a servant of Allah, whose life would become a testament to faith. Imagine the quiet moments before the world awakens, the stars fading, silence broken only by the call of an early bird. In a humble dwelling, a family awakens for the morning prayer, turning their faces toward Allah. Their lives are simple, centered around faith, family, and the land they tend. Here, Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, lives a life not of grand conquests, but of profound strength found in a heart connected to its Lord. This land is sacred ground, home to Yaqub, the grandson of Ibrahim. He walks with humility and purpose, seeing the signs of Allah in the rising sun and in his growing family. His life continues a sacred mission, to call people to the worship of the one true God, a message passed down from his noble forefathers. The peace of this morning reflects the peace within Yaqub's soul, a tranquility born from complete submission to Allah's will. Even as his life will be marked by immense trials, this inner peace will be his anchor and strength. This sunrise is not just a new day, it is the light of guidance Yaqub carries in his heart, destined to be shared with generations to come. Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, was born into the most blessed of households, a link in a golden chain of prophethood. His grandfather was Prophet Ibrahim, Allah's close friend, and his father was Prophet Ishaq, known for wisdom and piety. Yaqub grew up surrounded by stories of faith and unwavering trust in Allah. His upbringing was a masterclass in Tawheed, the oneness of Allah, passed down directly from his forefathers. He learned to see the world through the lens of faith, recognizing Allah's signs in the stars and the rain. This foundation shaped him into a prophet whose identity was inseparable from devotion to his Creator. Yaqub had a twin brother Esau, but Yaqub was drawn to matters of faith and spirit. He inherited the spiritual legacy of his forefathers, carrying it with gravity and sincerity. Allah chose him, as he had chosen his father and grandfather, to carry the light of guidance. His prophethood was a divine appointment, a continuation of the covenant with Ibrahim. The prayers of Ibrahim for righteous offspring were answered in Ishaq, and then in Yaqub. He was the fruit of a blessed tree, rooted in pure monotheism. This upbringing prepared him for the immense responsibilities and trials ahead, equipping him with spiritual fortitude. Like many prophets before him, Yaqub, peace be upon him, was a shepherd, a divine training ground. In the open fields of Canaan, he learned patience, responsibility, and reliance on Allah. Watching over his flock, he ensured no sheep strayed, knowing each was a trust from Allah. The life of a shepherd teaches profound reliance on Allah, facing the elements and trusting in divine provision. Long hours in solitude nurtured his connection with his Lord, turning loneliness into communion. This role taught him leadership and compassion, caring for the weakest, guiding the strongest. These skills prepared him to be a shepherd of people, guiding his family and community toward righteousness. The lessons from the fields became part of his being, reading signs in the weather and in the hearts of men. He understood how easily a flock can be scattered and the need for a vigilant guardian. This understanding would be crucial as he faced the complex dynamics of his own family. The open fields were his classroom, the flock his textbook, and Allah his teacher. His time as a shepherd was essential preparation for prophethood. The patience and wisdom he gained would soon be tested in ways he could not yet imagine. These lessons would shape his legacy as a prophet and father. Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, was blessed with 12 sons, who would become the progenitors of the 12 tribes of Israel. Among them, Yusuf and Binyamin, born to his beloved wife Rachel, held a special place in his heart. Yaqub saw in Yusuf the signs of piety and future greatness, a light of prophethood. This special affection sparked envy among the older brothers. The trial began when young Yusuf shared a dream, 11 stars, the sun, and the moon prostrating to him. Yaqub understood its meaning and advised Yusuf not to share it with his brothers, fearing their jealousy. The brothers' envy grew, leading them to conspire against Yusuf. They tricked Yaqub into letting Yusuf join them, then threw him into a well and returned with a blood-stained shirt, claiming a wolf had eaten him. For Yaqub, this was the start of a long, dark night of sorrow, a test that would shake any father. The pain was unimaginable, but deep within, Yaqub sensed the falsehood in their story. His heart broke, but his faith in Allah's plan remained. This was the moment his legendary patience was born. He clung to hope, trusting that Allah's wisdom would prevail. The loss of Yusuf became the greatest trial of his life, yet it was also the beginning of a story of patience and faith that would inspire generations. Faced with the devastating loss of Yusuf, Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, did not collapse into despair. He turned to Allah and uttered, "Fa sabrun jamil," so patience is most fitting. This was not resignation but a beautiful, hopeful patience filled with trust in Allah's wisdom. Years passed, and Yaqub's sorrow never left him. His weeping even cost him his sight. Yet, his faith never wavered, his grief was real. But his submission to Allah was deeper. When questioned about his enduring sorrow, he replied, "I only complain of my suffering and grief to Allah, and I know from Allah that which you do not know." He held on to the memory of Yusuf's dream, believing in Allah's promise. He never gave up hope, urging his sons, "Despair not of relief from Allah." Yaqub's patience teaches us that true endurance is not the absence of pain, but faith in the midst of it. His trust in Allah's plan was a powerful force that sustained him through years of darkness. He waited for the dawn Allah had promised, never letting go of hope. His beautiful patience became his greatest legacy. After years of patience, Allah's plan unfolded in a miraculous reunion. During a famine, Yaqub's sons traveled to Egypt, unknowingly meeting Yusuf, now a powerful leader. Yusuf revealed himself and sent his shirt to restore Yaqub's sight. As the caravan approached, Yaqub sensed Yusuf's presence before anyone else. The shirt was cast over his face and his sight and hope were restored. The family journeyed to Egypt and father and son embraced, their years of pain melting away in joy. This was Allah's reward for beautiful patience, a promise fulfilled in the most magnificent way. Prophet Yaqub's legacy is more than a story of trial and patience. Known as Israel, he became the spiritual father of the children of Israel. His 12 sons were the patriarchs of a great nation, but more importantly, they inherited his unwavering commitment to Tawheed. Yaqub's mission was to instill pure monotheism in his descendants, a trust passed down from Ibrahim and Ishaq. From his lineage came many great prophets, all carrying the same message: worship Allah alone. His household became a cradle of prophethood, guiding humanity for centuries. Yaqub's life stands as a pivotal link in the chain of divine guidance. As Yaqub, peace be upon him, neared the end of his life, his greatest concern was his children's faith. Gathering his sons, he asked, "What will you worship after me?" Their reply brought peace to his heart. "We will worship your God and the God of your fathers, Ibrahim and Ishaq and Ismail, the one God, and we are Muslims in submission to him." This affirmation confirmed that his mission was secure. Yaqub passed away in Egypt, surrounded by family, his trust fulfilled. His body was returned to Hebron, to rest with his forefathers. His final moments were a testament to a life devoted to faith and family. The torch of Tawheed was safely passed on. His legacy would endure through the generations. The story of Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, is a deep ocean of wisdom for every generation. At its heart is the lesson of beautiful, active patience. His life teaches us to turn to Allah with trust, even in unbearable loss. True strength is not the absence of tears, but holding on to faith through pain. Yaqub's story reminds us to trust Allah's plan, even when we cannot see it. His love for family, forgiveness, and guidance are examples for us all. He was the anchor of faith, holding his family together through every trial. Ultimately, his life calls us back to Tawheed, the worship of one God. His legacy is not in wealth, but in the faith he instilled in his descendants. His story is one of sorrow turned to joy, all by the grace and mercy of Allah.